folks. You're listening to Texas Top Homes. I'm your host, Freeman Sawyer. With me is my co-host, Tracy Wiesman. Today, we're sitting with Marqueax Price from Keller Williams in Arlington, Texas. Marqueax, thanks for being on the show.
You're welcome.
Marqueax, I'm curious, when you're working with a seller and you meet with the clients and they want to list their house, is there anything you help them with as far as getting the house ready to actually sell? I mean, a lot of times you need to, maybe the house needs some updating, a little curb appeal. Is there certain things you do with them to get it ready to actually sell the home?
Yes, most of them already know that thanks to HGTV. They tell me what, I know I'm going to need to do this because so-and-so on HGTV said. So, thank goodness we have them to educate.
That's great.
I love it. Doing part of our work for us.
Yeah, so for those who don't, of course, I give them that traditional thing. The main thing with sellers is the reality of pricing their home. And there's a sales thing that I learned many, many years ago that Bill Gates has a training. I worked in technology with computers, and
Sure.
he has a training thing that they do about pricing. Well, I've transitioned it into real estate. And I have a gold cup that I take with me when I go to my client's house. And I hand it to him. I hand it to you. And I tell him, okay, I'm giving you this cup. I'm going to sell it to you for $5. It's gold. And, because their homes are golden in their mind.
Sure.
Absolutely there.
And usually there's two people there. There's usually a husband or wife, or if it's a single person, they've got a friend or somebody with them. And if not, I just do it back to myself. But then I have them hold on to it, and I tell them, tie a string on there or something. You decorate it up, you fixed it up. Okay, now you're going to sell that cup. So the value on it was $5, right?
Right.
So I have them turn to the other person and say, I'm selling this cup for $10. How much do you want to pay me for it? And they'll say, $2, $1. And
Right.
The point is, I try to let them get back to the reality of realizing that even their home has a set value based on the market right now.
Sure.
And yes, I totally understand all of their emotional ties to it and how significant and the memories and everything that are there. But when they pack up their boxes and they leave, it's going to be that cup that they bought at the store that they're moving on to someone else. And that someone else does not perceive all those values of, gee, we put a whole, deck on the back. And yes, it took the honeydew went on for 6 months to make it so awesome as it is. They just walk in and see it and go, oh, that's part of the house. So getting my sellers to recognize the true value, actually read the CMA, and I always provide them with a succinct CMA and give them the information, go out and look. And yes, Zillow is a great place, but Zillow is a kind of like a fun place to go.
Sure.
The numbers are, and they tell you, look at the little disclaimer at the bottom. And I can't tell you how many people, after I tell them that, go, I'm never going to Zillow again. I never saw that before. Everything is just a guess. It's an estimate. But yeah, just sellers getting into the reality of recognizing the true value of their home, setting a price that helps them reach their goal, whether it's paying off a mortgage or whatever,
Right.
and moving on to their new home.
That's good advice.
But that little trick works every time, and I've shared it with several of my agents at my office, and they're using it. It works.
Yep.
It's good practice. I like it. Marqueax, how can folks find you if they want to sell a house with you or actually go look at some houses with you? You have a website and phone number?
I sure do. My website is marqueax.kwrealty.com. My phone number 214-650-9966.